Hello and welcome, I'm Louise and here's what happened this week. We took a look at the fight for equal disability rights. Foreigners with disabilities are at a disadvantage in Taiwan. Most don't have the same rights as Taiwanese citizens. This discrimination also hits the children of foreigners who decide to come and set up home here. I travelled to the east of Taiwan to meet one such family. Matea Maua attends this daily program in Taiwan's eastern city of Taidong. She's 20, but has a cognitive age of 3 and requires constant supervision. But under Taiwanese rules, she doesn't qualify for this type of specialised care without a certificate of disability from the government, and her parents had to search across several cities to finally find this group.
我们不接受他，那这个孩子放在家里面，他其实我们就失去了他这个不管是跟同侪的互动，或者是社会的参与等等的哈，其实都是很可惜。
Maua has cat cry syndrome, a rare genetic disorder. Her family moved to Taiwan when she was 2. But when she turned 18, they realised she was shut out of adult programmes that are funded even partially by the government because she doesn't have official recognition of her disability. Special needs centres in Taiwan, like this one, say they can't accept people with disabilities without a certificate from the government, which most foreigners are not eligible for. Activists say that by not catering to the needs of foreigners with disabilities or their children, Taiwan is missing out on international talent. A recent change to the law now allows foreign residents from 4 nations with reciprocal arrangements to apply for a disability certificate, which would unlock subsidies and services. But these foreign nationals must hold permanent residency, which Maura does not, because she's in Taiwan as a dependent under her father.
In 20 years, I'll be 72. I won't be able to lift, carry, bathe, do all of those things for my daughter. And the issue now still is that if she doesn't have this disability ID, this pass, then it's hard for us to apply for any kind of help, even for a home helper, even to come in for a couple hours and just kind of help out with a few things.
Uva Maua, a former head teacher, has for 15 years helped Taiwanese families with disabled children through his own non-profit, organising social activities and teaching them skills such as how to grow their own food. He now hopes his own daughter is not shut out of Taiwanese society. For the Maua family, Taiwan is home. They don't want to leave and hope Taiwan can embrace all members of its society, including a young woman who spent 18 years of her life here. Klein Wong and Louise for TaiwanPlus. How much did you throw away today? Maybe not billions of tons, but we all do contribute to the problem of global waste. This week saw International Zero Waste Day, and Sally Jensen took a look at how one shop in Taiwan is trying to change things.
At this shop just outside Taipei, waste-conscious customers bring their own containers, fill them with groceries, and purchase organic goods that use minimal or no packaging. Taiwanese travellers Boris Su and his wife Cynthia opened this zero-waste shop driven by an urge to share their passion for a simpler, more eco-friendly lifestyle.
我们就开始反思我们的生活需要变什么样的形态，所以我们也开始调整自己，去减少一些生活上的浪费。然后就发现，其实塑胶可以是第一个。然后回到台湾之后，发现台湾没有太多人在做这样的事情。
While Taiwan has one of the highest rates of recycling in the world, it's also a society known for throwing things away. Greenpeace says the country, once known as Garbage Island, has the highest rate of food waste in East Asia. A fifth of all food around the world goes to waste. But this isn't the only source of waste. Disposable plastic ends up in the planet's oceans, and chemical runoff from manufacturing and industry pollutes the world's soils, air and water. All of these contribute to the climate crisis and biodiversity destruction, which is why in 2022 the UN launched Zero Waste Day, observed annually on March 30th, to raise awareness of the huge amounts humans throw away.
We are making a mess of our world. It's time to clean up. Let us work as one to build a circular, zero-waste future for people and planet.
While most of the waste comes from large companies and their industries like fossil fuels, agriculture and transport, some argue the consumer bears a significant portion of the responsibility.
当然，在大企业，如果你在产业上的话，一定都会有更剧烈的影响、更明显、更深刻的影响。但生活每一个动作的落实，会对我们环境有直接的加分。
The zero waste lifestyle is a growing trend here in Taiwan. And while industries are yet to show commitment to the idea, many here hope that small shops like this one will help consumers think twice before they throw trash. Louise Lee and Sally Ensign in New Taipei City for TaiwanPlus.
In a bid to tackle the environmental impact of fast fashion, Taiwan has launched a sustainable clothing initiative. Maddie Anstruther has more.
These clothes may look brand new, but they're recycled, part of a new drive for sustainable fashion in Taiwan.
我们的衣服全部都是同一个材质，这就是我们想要从根本解决问题。因为未来这些衣服不要的时候，还是可以直接回收，重新再利用分解。
The fashion industry accounts for about 10% of global carbon emissions, more than international flights and maritime shipping combined, making it one of the planet's most harmful industries. The government is trying to change that, inviting brands and stores to join a new Sustainable Fashion Alliance, which aims to increase textile recycling and efficient use of resources.
采购部分，我们也想要从这个公家机关或者大型的行业开始。那他们在采购一些制服的时候呢，可以去采购利循环的衣服哈，譬如说是材质比较单一。
Well-known brands such as Decathlon have already joined the alliance, signalling that some in the industry are aware of the changes needed to prevent climate catastrophe.
都有很多不同环保设计的商品，门市都设有维修工作室。那维修工作室呢，就是想要鼓励，就是消费者尽量透过维修代替，就是更换或者是丢弃。
Tackling emissions and waste produced by the textile industry is a key part of Taiwan's net zero by 2050 strategy. The government released guidelines for the sector in 2023, encouraging manufacturers to use recycled materials and clothing distributors to offer recycling services. And this new alliance aims to build on that momentum to help the industry spin a new yarn for a more sustainable future. Andy Xue and Maddie Anstruther for TaiwanPlus.
Would you wait 30 years to claim a prize? For a few lucky and patient baseball fans, they did just that. Leslie Liao has the story.
They say good things come to those who wait, but some take that saying more seriously than others. Recently, a few baseball fans in Taiwan saw decades of patience pay off. 29 years ago, Taiwan's professional baseball league, the CPBL, held a contest. One of the prizes was a season pass for all games played in the first year of the then planned Taipei Dome. But the dome's construction hit several snags, and it only recently started hosting baseball games last year. 3 decades later, one contest winner pitched a question on social media asking whether his season pass would be honored. He figured he might have to take a strikeout, but to his surprise, the league got back to him saying his prize was safe. Back then, the CPBL issued 100 of these passes. The league is asking people who still have their winning tickets to come forward as soon as possible.
目前来讲，有15人来电登记，也有2位球迷已经领证了。那我们请还有这些正本的球迷们尽快来跟联盟来确认。
Like any prize won, restrictions apply. The passes only grant entry to regular season games. The league says it will prepare an additional souvenir for the winners. 30 years is a long time to wait for anything, much less a baseball season pass. But both fans and players can learn a little something from this exercise in patience. Sometimes you just have to dig your feet in and wait for the pitch before you can score that game-winning grand slam. Alex Tsun and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's indigenous communities are known for their music and dancing, but now they're combining traditional culture with hip-hop and street dance.
Yeah, come on, baby, yeah.
Each Saturday morning, these indigenous Taiwan children gather in a classroom in their remote village in eastern Taiwan to learn street dance. It's a rare opportunity to develop performance skills and open their minds to future possibilities.
我想当舞者，我喜欢跳舞，都是一个运动，能让我扭来扭去，很开心可以跟大家一起跳舞。
They're being taught by 46-year-old Kulasai, who's indigenous too. He previously worked as a choreographer for Taiwanese superstar Jay Chou and a backing dancer for Singaporean singer JJ Lin. Now, Kulasai and his wife have started a school here in Taidong County to give indigenous children in one of Taiwan's poorest areas an outlet for their budding talents.
他真的想从事这一方面的话，我这么小在教他的时候，对他会有一些帮助，跟他让他有一些信心。还有在周末的时候，可以陪他们，不要只是在家里玩手机，来这边跟我一起学跳舞。
Some of Taiwan's biggest selling singers are indigenous, but many of them were only discovered once they'd moved to one of the big cities, having left behind their hometowns. Many indigenous communities like this one are in the mountains and far from cities, which leaves children with fewer educational resources and fewer chances to take part in extracurricular activities to develop other skills. Kulasai's street dance classes also incorporate Taiwanese indigenous songs and dances. The word bai is an indigenous Taiwan expression of surprise. Kulasai and his wife Biang Tong have taught hundreds of children street dance and hip-hop and say it's a good vehicle to integrate and showcase traditional indigenous culture.
那我们就是截取他们的一些部分的舞蹈，可能就是简单的踏步啊或什么的，然后跟我觉得它其实很好跟美国嘻哈文化是很好的结合，就是它其实本质上没有差太多，就都是平常生活，就是以前祖先教导的东西，或是以前长辈流传下来的东西。
Step by step, this version of street dance, mixing in traditional culture, is helping children here develop not only their stage talent, but also their own modern indigenous identities, growing their confidence to tread their own course in life. Klein Wong and Louise Watt for TaiwanPlus. One of Taiwan's largest religious processions wrapped up this week, with record numbers of people joining in. 180,000 people took part in the Baishatun Mazu pilgrimage, which spans 300 kilometers, 9 days and 8 nights. With this many people, businesses along the route can make big money. This year, the pilgrims spent an estimated $25 million on food alone. The temple collected nearly $4 million in registration fees. But organizers say their focus is on preserving the culture of the sea goddess Mazu.
我们并不特意的去诉求所谓的人多多少人，或是像那个什么报名费，其实我们在意的是它的镜像文化的本质。
Thank you for watching Here's What Happened. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. We'll leave you with some images of animals enjoying Easter eggs filled with their favorite treats in a Chilean zoo. I'm Louise Watt. Take care. We'll see you next time.